Great. Good afternoon, everyone. First off, most important, I want to apologize. Believe it or not, we're talking about a lot of technical details, platforms, tools, etc. And I have my own problem with my computer as we're starting this webinar. So my apologies. It's like the old shoemaker with no shoes, right? So it took us a few extra minutes, but we have everything ready to go, and we are good to go right now. So thank you for joining us. Joseph Loughran is going to be taking the wheel. He's going to go over about 10 slides and packages with you. And I'm going to start off here, and then I'll end it, of course, with our question of the day. Okay, so whoever answers first incorrectly wins your choice of an Amazon Echo. We have the Amazon Fire tablet or an Amazon $50 gift card. You get to pick. So hopefully you're paying attention, you're writing down notes, and you are the one that has their name announced in about 45 minutes here. So use your notes app on your phone, your computer, or a pen and paper, the old school way, whatever it is. I want to make sure everyone walks away with some good nuggets of information, especially on today's training, because a few reasons. We're going to talk about a lot of technology, social media, marketing, ads, videos, different e-blast tools and campaigns, a bunch of technology that you might have not known about before today's training. Okay, so I want to make sure that you're jotting things down because we're going to move pretty quickly. And then what we can do, we have a question box in the bottom right-hand corner. Okay, so make sure you're comfortable with where that is and type in any questions. If you see something that stands out and you say, oh man, Bill, I would love to use this, just put a little question there or comment, and Joe or any one of our marketers will reach out to you after the webinar, okay? Or if you just have a simple question, type it in there and we'll answer it in real time. If we don't get to everyone, we will make sure that every single question is answered by the time we wrap up today, okay? Plus, everyone's going to get a thank you email in your inbox before the day is up. So give us till about 7, 8 o'clock at night. You'll have a thank you email, and we're going to discuss all of the tools and platforms that we're going over today. So everything that you need to get started will be in there. If you do not receive it, let us know. That means we have your incorrect email address or it's sitting in your junk folder. Okay, so please reach out to us if that's the case, if you do not get this by the time the day is up. Okay, so what we're talking about today, okay, it doesn't really make a difference if you're an agent or you're a general agent, okay? And just for argument's sake and just for the sake of this training, the only difference is an agent obviously has a retail hat on, right? They're out prospecting every day. And a general agent has more than one agent that's, let's say, in their hierarchy or downline, okay? And most of our agents that are recruiting are actually wearing two hats. They're marketing and looking for other agents, right, to put in their downline and help support and coach. And they're also looking for new clients, okay? The more successful ones are doing exactly that. And what we're talking about today is a little bit for everyone, for both sides of the fence, if you will. Okay, so some really, really neat stuff. We hired an in-house social media marketing person, okay, that focuses on just these things every day and these custom videos and Facebook ads and a lot of the new technology that you're going to hear about in the next few minutes. So we have completely changed the game when it comes to marketing and recruiting online, okay? And everything that we're doing that we're going to share is available to you. Most of this stuff is complimentary. So as long as you're an active agent, you have access to everything. And then there are a few packages that do cost money, but they're very inexpensive. And the reason why, number one, we do a co-op with you. Number two, we've negotiated a super deal with the third-party company, and basically we just said, hey, we're going to open this up to all of our 19,000 agents if you give us a great, unbelievable price. It's like Costco versus the local grocery store, right? So you're riding the coattails of all of our agents. It's like that purchasing power trick that Costco uses, okay? So you get the same opportunity by working with Levinson. I also want you to know, I think this is important. As an IMO, it's our job to go out and find the best products and carriers for our agents, right? And give you the best support, okay? Those are basically the three things in a nutshell that IMOs must do to be successful in the insurance brokerage space. Well, we don't want to, and we always looked at it this way, we don't want to stop there, okay? No. That to me is like 1987, marketing in the IMO world. Okay, those three things, yes, that's really what you need as necessities, but where's the value add, right? Where's the value add prop for our agents and agencies? What are we doing to help you guys and girls get your foot in the door and make new sales, right? What platforms have we put together? It's like, what have you done for me lately, right? So it's up to us and me personally to go out and find everything that's working to help our agents make more sales and recruit more agents to their downline if that's what you want to focus on. So that is exactly what you're looking at today. Okay, so and if you've been with us for a while, we haven't stopped at those three things. Every year, in fact, not even every year, every month, almost every week, we have come out with a new tool and platform and piece of technology that helps our agents. And it's not like we're making a great living off selling, memberships to the Sage Scholarship Program, because it's free. It actually costs us money. It's free for you all. So I just want you to know how important this is to Levinson and Associates, that we are never just sitting back and resting on our laurels saying, we've done great since 72 and we're going to sit back now and reap the rewards. No, every day, every single day is a new challenge for us to find out what's working and what's not and share and train with our agents. That's it. That's the bottom line. That's the name of the game, and the proof is in the pudding. Okay, so if you want to look at the left side real quick, we're going to talk about an outline of today's presentation. We're going to go over some recruiting and consumer videos that you all have access to, okay? Most of our agents that we speak to, they didn't even know this was available for free, okay? So we're going to give you an example of that. We have 3 playbooks, okay? Think of a menu when you sit down at the local diner for dinner, okay? How do you know what's on the menu, right? How do you know what's for dinner if there's no outline, if there's no menu and a list of the specials? So what we did, we made it very simple for everyone. It doesn't matter if you're 17 or 91, okay? We have 3 menus. Think of breakfast, lunch, dinner, right? Same concept, but we have new business and case management is 1, licensing commissions 2, marketing number 3. And then every single tool or piece of technology is on those 3 playbooks. That's simple, okay? So if it has to do with licensing commissions, 1, new business case management, 2, marketing number 3. It's all updated, so everything's at your fingertips. And here's what's really cool, by the way. If you say to me, hey, Bill, I want to build my own agency and recruit a downline. I want to, watch Super Bowl on Sunday and have agents out there writing, and I'm sitting back making 10 to 20% on everything they write. We can co-brand most of what you're going to see today, including these 3 playbooks, with your logo, your phone number, your picture. Okay, so you can go out to the market and you can look very professional, and you can look like you've been doing this, for 40, 50 years, and you have every hot lead program and tool that's available in the industry today, and it's free. Okay, so keep that in the back of your mind if you're going after other agents. Now, if you're an agent in this day and age and you don't have a website, I'm sorry to say you're driving a car in reverse, okay, literally. You must have a website, and if you don't, it's okay. We have 2 options available. One is free, The other one is a WordPress professional design, just like ours, that we can show you in just a few more minutes here. We have a social media marketing. Think of these Facebook ads. Okay, right now, that is a huge hot button on the prospecting side and the recruiting side. We're going to share what we're doing, right? And then we're going to show you what other agents are doing on the prospecting side. Some great 2-3 minute videos that are already built and approved for you. They're done. Okay, you just have to let us know, hey, Bill, I want to get this started. Okay, I want the living benefits video. Done. That's simple. Okay, we have a new business and hierarchy tracking tool we're going to show you. Now, we just updated this. Now, if you're an agent and you want to track your ongoing business, no problem. If you're a GA and you want to look at your own business, right, because you're wearing two hats and you want to see what your agents are doing, no problem. Basically, this gives you a microscope into our agency database system from wherever you are in the world, 24/7. When a case manager puts notes in, you're on vacation in Maui, you're seeing everything she's putting in at that second. Okay, that's all that is. So that's for you and your downline. We're going to show you some new custom Sage scholarship material, which, by the way, you should be using to recruit new agents to this platform, because we're the only one that has Sage free, 100% free, and with over 10 carriers, with all products, by the way, except for dental vision. So that's another big plus. They have over 400 schools now. They're adding 2 to 3 every month. And SureMe Now Direct, that's probably the biggest hook of 2021, especially during a pandemic, okay? And that goes for prospecting and recruiting agents, both sides of the fence. Again, so in SureMe Now Direct, you have to know like the back of your hand if you want to go hit the pavement hard, right, and make a dent. And I'm going to show you an agency that is running with this stuff in just a second. Okay, we have a eBlast marketing library. Now, this is completely free for you, okay? Basically, you can come on board, get the free website and the free basic CRM tool for free. It's $9.95 a month for the hosting part of it. That's our third-party hosting company collects that fee, $9.95 a month. But you get a free website with quoting engine, quote requests, online e-app, and a basic CRM tool and access to the marketing library, okay, at no charge. Or if you just say, Bill, I have my own website, I want access to your marketing library, that's free also with no hosting fee, okay? So the opportunities are endless here, okay? There's no more excuse. All right, Joe, let's jump right in here. Now, you're probably scratching your head saying, all right, Bill, when we're done with this, I want to make sure I know where everything is, what's available to me. Just go to our website, levinsonandassociates.com, okay, or carrielevinson.com, goes to the same place, and you're going to hover over marketing. If you look at the top right corner, highlighted in yellow, it says co-branded marketing materials. Everything comes up right there, okay? You're going to see all the tiles, and you can just scroll down. Everything is in front of you, and then we have these little request forms. You just fill out, hit submit, and we get you whatever you're requesting. Okay, let's move forward here. So real quick, and I think this is so interesting, and the timing is just crazy. Give me just 1 second here. Okay, so sorry about that. As you know, we were marketing this for a couple weeks now, and the way this whole webinar came up is we had agents and agencies saying, hey, my mind is boggled. I call, I hear your hold message, and I don't know where to begin. You guys have so much stuff. So we figured, hey, we'll dissect the platform in an hour on this training webinar. So then me and Joe are putting all the slides together. Sure enough, we get an email, an e-blast that comes in this morning. And I'm like, wow, this platform looks like ours. Okay, so we look at this e-blast, right? And I know, by the way, the owner of the agency is on the call with us right now. It's funny, but I left their name out purposely. But anyway, this was their e-blast that they put together to go after new agents. Okay, so they are using 100% of our tools, carriers, platforms, everything. So they're going out and they're basically, they created an agency name. Okay, I won't tell you the name. They created the agency name. And if you look at the right-hand side, look at those bullets there. Okay, whether you're captive or independent, we have top payouts, back office support, 24/7, insurance concierge, quoting engines, on and on and on. Over 20 people processing your business, personalized videos, IUL software, annuity rate watch. Everything they're mentioning is our platform. Okay. The only difference is it doesn't say call Levinson and Associates. It says to call them. So they make the introduction, okay, and then they send us an email and they say, hey, call Bill Levinson, 800 Billy Lev, right? Here's his email address, and he goes 20% under us or 2% under us, whatever the case is, okay? And that's it. They're done. We support the agent. By the way, if you want to support them, that's fine too, but we will do whatever you would like us to do. Okay, at the end of the day, it's a new agent, it's new business to you, to us, to the carrier. It's a win-win-win, and all you're doing is leveraging our platform. They even put a video together. Look at the left side. It says click to play. It's a 3-minute video that I loved. I thought it was awesome. And it talks about our entire platform from A to Z. But again, one difference, Levinson's not on there. It's their agency name. And again, they're teeing up the call. They're giving the introduction, a 100-foot overview, and sending them over. And then while that person, let's say, is vacationing in Maui, right? And they want to know, hey, how many agents did Levinson recruit for me today? Okay, they go into their tracking tool. Oh, 10 agents got appointed. 2 of the 10 just wrote their first application. They're not in the dark. Okay, there's some agencies out there that are saying, oh, you can do this with us. Meanwhile, they're stealing your agents. Okay, you send over 20 agents and 4 come up on your monthly list that they email you. Okay, the stories that I hear are crazy. Okay, this is team building, yes, but your finger is on the pulse every step of the way. Why? Because you have that little microscope, right? That is inside of our agency database system. It's called AMS. You get to see everything going on here at Levinson and Coral Springs, even if you're in Switzerland, right? Playing golf, whatever the case is. Doesn't matter. You're not in the dark. You know every agent, number one, all the premium and whatever bonus you're getting, right? Because, hey, you're entitled. They're your agents. So anyway, that's just a sneak peek at what another agency is doing right now. This is one of about 50, but this one happens to come in this morning, and I just thought, let's share it with everybody so they kind of get the big picture here. Okay, let's move forward here. So basically what they did is they have taken our menu at the local diner, right? And they separated it into 3 different playbooks. Okay, yes, these are the Levinson playbooks. So everything we have to offer is wrapped up in these 3 menus. Okay, once again, the marketing playbook, okay, that's everything available to you as an agent. And then, hey, if you want to put that recruiting hat on, you can go out and market and brand yourself to the platform, okay, by using any of the 43 tools and platforms. Okay, so just remember, we can co-brand or just use it for prospecting if that's the case. But everything is here at your fingertips. Marketing playbook, new business case management, any questions on the flow of an application, right? Any questions on, let's say, who do I call for what? Or how long does Levinson take to process an application, which by the way is usually same day or within 24 hours, never longer than that. And if it happens to be longer, I want to know about it because there's a problem. Okay, so 99% of the time, same day or within 24 hours. But this gives you a very simple breakdown of the entire process. Right side is everything with licensing, contracting, commissions, advances, chargebacks, everything that you need to know, including our licensing link, okay, which basically stores all of your carriers in a one-stop shop, including your E&O policy, which, by the way, we have a proprietary E&O policy that you can offer. It's under $400 for $1 million. You can offer this to recruit other agents, and they can only get it through you. So again, the same thing goes, okay? Very simple. We're going to break it down and just show you some of the highlights on the playbook. I think this is important. So this is a real life playbook, okay, what you're looking at now. And again, we can add your logo, your picture, your phone number, and think of that agency that I showed you 2 minutes ago. We can do the same thing with the playbooks for you, okay? But also, if you're an agent and you don't want to recruit, okay, you just want to know, hey, what does Levinson have that's different than all of the other 2,032 IMOs in the country? Okay, well, here's a listing in front of you. I'm going to point out just a few things that are huge that no one else has. Number one is scholarship, okay, with over 10 carriers. Nobody has. They might have scholarship, but it's with one carrier with an IUL with a minimum of $2,000 of premium a year, okay? Not with us. There's no minimum premium, any product type over 10 carriers. A couple other things. If you're in the business owner space, okay, which I think is a huge opportunity for all, we have a free software platform that allows you to go in, put a zip code in, and the system will give you the names and all operators of that specific business, and it will tell you what benefits they currently have. Everything you need to know to be dangerous and get your foot in the door, okay? So again, think of you and then think of other agents that you're going to be marketing to if that's what you want to do. So we have right now the two hot buttons, the Levinson lead programs, mortgage protection, and final expense. We're the only vendor, right? Think about this for a minute. We have the only vendor that has a 20% guarantee on the final expense lead starting at $8 a lead, okay? That's a 20% guarantee. So if you don't sell at least 20%, they'll replace the leads until you do, as long as you take the training. No one else has that. Imagine you bringing that to market, okay? There's literally over 1 million agents in the country, okay? Now, you take that with your own little message, and I guarantee you your phone's going to ring or your email inbox is going to light up like a Christmas tree. I guarantee it, because no one else has it, okay? $6 mortgage protection leads, unheard of. So you got to think about this. It's the spark that's going to make the phone ring, okay? And by the way, if you don't want to recruit, you should try some of these leads out, especially the mortgage protection leads and the 20% guarantee on the final expense side. What a huge opportunity. The agency Automator platform, no one else has that, okay? It's unheard of, and we developed it with Kevin, our programmer. So I know for a fact no one else has it. And again, you can have the GA version, and you can put other agents on there, okay, and bring it to market because no one else has this. And here's what's unique. In that agency Automator platform, and by the way, we just launched the annuity version, but think about this for a minute. We have built into the database millions and millions of prospects, okay, that an agent can say, hey, I'm working the 33067 area code or zip code, and I want to focus on let's say married couples with newborns that make at least $100,000 a year in my zip code, okay? And the system is going to spit out everyone that falls into that criteria, giving me a name, phone number, address, and email, so I can put a little marketing campaign together and go after them, okay? Or if you want to recruit agents, the system has over 400,000 licensed agents in the country. And the same thing goes. You can pick by license, zip code, area code, whatever you want. And built into the database is all of this information that you have access to, okay? So another great value add, feather in your cap. That's a huge differentiator. So I suggest that you go through this, okay? 43 different options. Most of these are free for you, okay? If you're selling retail, great. You're recruiting, great. Doesn't matter. Or you're doing both, even better. Okay? All right. Let's move forward here. So Joe's going to jump in. We're going to talk about some awesome new co-branded material that's available to you. Joe?
Yeah, thanks, Bill. So I'm going to jump right in here. Of course, like Bill mentioned, we're going covering a lot of material today, but in the email you received this afternoon, we'll kind of break down each one of these tools so you can learn more and dive in, and more importantly, request your own co-branded version. So on this slide, we're talking really about agency building and our general agency website. It's basically a co-branded version of levinsonandassociates.com. So we made this very, very simple, very easy for you, a way to have your own logo at the top of the page, customize all the different parts of the website so you don't have to rebuild the entire agency website from scratch. You can take advantage of all those tools on that Levinson homepage. It's very simple. You will actually walk you through the entire process between registering a domain, building the basic website. Agents can register and log in directly from your own portal. And they're seeing everything on that Levinson and Associates page, but with your own branding, your own colors, so that everything is customized to your agency. So again, they're not going to be losing out on any tools or any platforms, but it gives you a great way to actually kind of co-brand this experience and have your very own agency portal. So really quick and easy to set up. I'll send out more details in the thank you email. Just a great way that a lot of agencies have been able to kind of really spring start their entire platform without having to spend weeks or months kind of building everything from the get-go. The next tool here I want to mention is some of our free agent websites. So this is really kind of focused on retail prospecting. We've got a couple different options. I'm going to break them down for you and kind of go into each one to show you an example of exactly how they look. So the first and foremost, we had a great question that came through, which was, they were kind of researching the Sell While You Sleep platform. And so we do have an awesome platform called InsureMeNowDirect.com, which is actually your free retail direct-to-consumer website. You'll see that says option one. That's basically a turnkey website that allows you to market and sell products directly to the consumer. They can run through on their own quote, their own e-application, get approved instantly for up to $500,000 of coverage. And by the way, just towards the end of the first quarter here, that's going to be increased to $1 million of term instant approval coverage. So we're super excited about that. That is InsureMeNowDirect.com. We'll dive into that in a couple slides. Option two, Bill talked about your CRM platform that comes with a website builder as part of Agency Automator. I'll show you exactly what that looks like. And then option three on the right-hand side, this is the deluxe retail website, which is, again, fully customizable. It has a little more functionality as far as videos, social media postings, a little more integration. So I'll dive right into the next slide. It's just really important to know there are multiple options if you're just looking to get started and you want that free Insure Me Now Direct portal, or if you want to do a little more marketing with a more robust website with a little more resources, you can certainly use option two or three. So I'll jump into option two here and give you an idea of exactly how this looks. This is, again, part of that Agency Automator CRM platform, which we're going to dive into in a couple slides. Fully customizable, all the different calculators, quote engines, even an option for clients to buy online. There's even a brand new annuity tab that we added just towards the end of last year. So this goes hand in hand with your email marketing and CRM platform. Really kind of a neat site, but again, something that's just very basic to get you started. Again, clients can watch videos, learn more about you as an agent. Every one of these tabs brings them to a separate sub page where they can learn more about the different products that you offer. Now, what a lot of agents are transitioning into is our option three, which again, fully customizable, but you'll notice has a little more functionality here, custom logo information, contact information, a little more, functionality when it comes to adding videos and graphics, and this is completely customizable. This actually comes with the vendor that will actually get on a phone call with you, kind of learn what you do and put together a completely customized site. So definitely something that's a little more set up for online marketing or retail sales with some new graphics. So all great options to kind of take a look at. This one integrates a little bit better with the social media campaigns, which I'll dive into now. One thing that we talked about in our emails that we marketed on this webinar was using different social media options to kind of help you co-brand yourself either as an agency or reaching out to direct prospects on the retail side. So that, in my opinion, is one of the most successful and most cost-effective ways to kind of cultivate new agents as well as new clients on the prospecting side. So put together a couple different options here, just kind of based on what you're looking to do. The first option you'll see in the kind of middle of the page there, option one, we have social media packages. We work with a great team that's actually local to the agency here in South Florida. They'll actually create your website, your Facebook page from scratch. They'll do posting up to 3 times per week. That includes articles, photos, custom graphics, kind of anything that you use to actually market to your own industry and your own kind of segment of products, whether it's whole life or annuities or long-term care or critical illness or disability income. They'll customize that marketing content specifically to you. Or if you're doing some recruiting, they'll actually customize it specifically to what type of agent you're looking to market to. And they also do ad management. So they can really kind of ramp up your entire social media campaign from start to finish. Another good option here is option two. They'll actually put together a more robust type of platform for you. It's a little bit less expensive. That starts at $59.99 a month. And so what they'll do is put in some quotes, some insurance articles, some updates. That really goes hand in hand with that option website that you're looking at on this slide in front of you. So the option three, same type of platform that actually integrates with the social media content. And what a lot of agents do, there's also another option three here on the social media campaign where they'll actually train you how to use your social media page, your Facebook page, do a 30-minute session with you, which they'll record. They'll set up your first ad. This actually specifically has to do not just with posting on social media, but also using social media advertising and marketing and actually setting up a marketing budget to where you can market to a specific group of people. In other words, you can post on social media a picture, a quotation, a video, and it will reach anybody who follows you or anybody who you're associated with on social media. This is taking it a step further. This is actually paying for your ad or your image or your quotation to get in front of more people that are more likely to either purchase that product on the retail side, or if you want to market specifically to insurance agents, to let them know about your agency and how you have a great added value to help them, whether it's insurance sales or mentoring or et cetera. You can actually use that option three to kind of dive in a little more deep into that social media campaign. So all great options, and agents are having great success with all three. So I think it's important to know you can use this on the retail side as well as the agency building side. Another great thing that we put together, it takes a lot of time to kind of create that content. And if you haven't already liked the Insure Me Now Direct page or the Levinson Facebook page, I recommend you do that today, because anytime we post new content, whether it's going to be a suggestion for agents to market directly to consumers, or if it's something you can use on the recruiting side to kind of help build your agency, you'll be able to use every single one of those campaigns. Here's an example of some three recent posts that were done on the far right-hand side that are specifically designed for the retail side for you to market to consumers. So you can take those, add in your phone number, add in your contact information, and use all that material that we put out on a daily, weekly basis to kind of help you build both your agency as well as market directly to consumers. So a lot of great tools and resources there. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. All that content is available for you, so you can actually go out and start using it today. Now, I do want to mention a really awesome tool we have on the website, which is something you can use to both track your business if you're writing personal production, or to track your hierarchy. So we have a great tool in the back office, allows you to view not only your business, your downline agent's business, but also your licensing and appointments. So you can kind of track everything 24/7. And this is super important to be able to not only know what's going on with your cases, but also as you're recruiting agents to kind of know what production, what companies are getting appointed with. So this is a way to fully kind of look into our back office system to know what's going on 24/7. So I took a couple screenshots here just to show you how to quickly access this. Of course, you've got to be logged into the website. Once you're logged in, you'll notice on the main menu on the far right-hand side, there's a button that says Case Status, and I've kind of circled that in red. Once you click on that, it'll bring you to another page where you can either access pending e-applications or you can check your case status. So if you click on Check Case Status, you'll actually be able to see your dashboard. So this shows you all sorts of production, both your individual production. You can actually click a little magnifying glass, and it will show you the ability to look at all your downline agent production per agent. So you can actually dive right in, see everything in real time, know what's going on on every single one of your cases. That's especially important if you've got 5 or 6 or 7 different carriers you're working with. You no longer have to go directly to the insurance company website. You can go here, see all the updates in real time. What's so great about this is we get data feeds directly from the insurance companies into our back office portal. So a lot of times if something's updated late evenings or on the weekends, you can see that before you even get an email or phone call from any one of our case managers that are in the office. So super powerful tool. We actually have a really great tutorial which walks you through every single step of how to use this, and we will be sending that out this afternoon, so you can take a look at it, make sure you're using it to the best potential that it's available for. Bill mentioned earlier the scholarship platform, definitely, in my opinion, one of the more powerful tools, not only for building an agency, but also on the retail side. If you're not familiar with this platform, it allows you to offer your clients up to 1 free year of college tuition. There's over 420 plus participating colleges and universities. They're adding about between 13 to 15 new colleges every single year. So one of the best platforms for recruiting and also client prospecting. You'll see here on the right-hand side, one of the flyers that's actually available to you. You can put all your contact information in here. And so agents are actually physically mailing this out as well as emailing it. There's also a scholarship pin, which is kind of towards the top of the page. There's a picture of Bill actually wearing the pin. It says, "Ask me about free scholarships." So those are available too for active agents. So the idea is you're kind of generating new leads and new prospects of people saying, "Hey, what's with the pin? What does that mean? I've got children or grandchildren." And so this works both ways. Of course, on the retail side, giving this free scholarship to every single one of your clients, even if they don't purchase. In addition to that, on the agency building side, it's a great way to kind of train agents and other downline groups on how to cultivate new production by offering something as an added value to those clients. So we've got all sorts of different email templates, videos, everything you need to be able to get the word out there on both ends and both angles. So definitely one of the more important platforms that we have.
Okay, good stuff, Joe. So we got a few more slides here, and then, of course, we'll do the question of the day. But I just want everyone to really take a second, and you got to say to yourself, if I'm going to make it, right, and grow my business, especially during this time, okay, I have to change. I have to make sure that I know enough to be dangerous when it comes to social media or my website or how to be on a Zoom meeting or a go-to meeting just like you're on right now, okay? You have to make sure that you can conduct a call like this with, let's say, a group of local homeowners, right? Or part of a networking event, because let's face it, okay? You have to understand the days of the past of, let's say, pre-pandemic or pre-COVID-19, right? The days are over. The seminar days, the face-to-face living room, 7 p.m. Tuesday night, right? If you say that to someone right now, they're going to hang up the phone before you can even get the last word out. I promise you, okay? They don't want to see you in their house, especially during a pandemic. And I'm going to tell you that things are probably not going to be like it was pre-pandemic as far as our industry goes. Okay, and that it's actually a good thing when it comes to insurance carriers and technology, because finally now these carriers are seeing how important it is to have an e-application and have these quoting engines and have marketing tools online, right? And pre-approved flyers and videos. So you have to accept that things are changing, and that means you have to change. Okay, and I'm not saying, that you have to be this YouTube star and you have to put these videos together tonight with your spouse. No, I'm not saying all of that. I'm saying at the very minimum, okay, at the minimum, if you want to write this down, your social media pages, okay? I would start with Facebook and LinkedIn at the minimum, okay? You got to have a website, okay? You got to have the Insure Me Now Direct plugin, okay? You have to start making videos. When I say making a video, you're thinking, I have to buy a studio and sit there with a programming team. No, I'm talking about sitting down tonight with your spouse, hold up your iPhone, okay, and talk about indexed UL and how it's so important for retirement, or living benefit insurance and how it's the new life insurance that pays while you're still alive. Call me to get more info. You can take a 2 or 3 minute video from an iPhone and post it on your social media pages. Okay, you don't have to be a Bill Gates, some genius to figure this out. Just the very, very basics. Have your son, daughter, grandkids help you with this. But if you want to build, you have to make sure that you know enough to be dangerous when it comes to a website, social media, and let's say Zoom meetings, GoToMeetings, and quoting engines and e-apps. Okay, we're here to help you, but I just want you all to understand. And if you think I'm just sitting here and I'm trying to scare everyone, just think about this for a minute. We're going to back up a few years, right? Did anyone think that this company called Netflix would come along, right, and put Blockbuster out of business? Blockbuster had a chance to buy Netflix for a few $1 million. They passed, okay? Look at Netflix today. Look at Blockbuster today. Think of Uber and Yellow Cab, okay? Years ago, do you think that if you lived in New York City, you were going to let some strange man pick up your 17-year-old daughter to go out with her friends, okay, on a Friday night? You would say, Bill, are you out of your mind? No stranger is going to pick up my 17-year-old daughter to take her out to go meet her friends, okay? Look what Uber did to Yellow Cab, long story short. Think Sears Roebuck, right? Look at Amazon has changed the game. No one thought that. No one thought you'd go online and buy groceries or fast food, right? Or stuff for the house, right? You can do everything now on Amazon. Think about BlackBerry. Does everyone remember Motorola BlackBerry? I do. Okay, I said to myself, I'm never, ever going to have a phone without a physical keyboard on it. That was a BlackBerry. I said, this is the best for business. They called it the Crackberry, I remember. No one thought that you'd be able to peel them away from a BlackBerry. Look what Apple did with the iPhone to the BlackBerry, okay? Game changer. Things are changing. And if you think, oh, Bill, it's not going to affect our industry, again, you're driving a horse around New York City, okay? Not good, because it's changing, especially during a pandemic. So again, you don't have to start taking programming courses and be a computer engineer, okay? But have your Facebook page up and running. I don't care if you have 5 friends on there, okay? Start there. And then you'll have 10 and 15, and start to come up with some creative little videos that you can post, and little white papers or blogs, little articles that you can share about your insurance experience and how you've changed people's lives, right? By being Superman or Superwoman and bringing this great policy to a family that will change their life ultimately, okay? But you have to get creative. And yes, we're going over a bunch of these tools. Some of them you've heard before, some of them you haven't. Some of it sounds like a different language to you. Yeah, that's okay. As long as you walk away with a few nuggets, or you can use 1 or 2 of these platforms, great. We don't make any money on this stuff. We want to help our agents pivot and change, because we must change to grow. It's that simple, in or out of this industry, especially right now. Think about, and this is just a short look back, think about 2 years ago, right, in this dinosaur life insurance world. 2 years ago, to get a non-med term policy, what was the max face amount? Okay, maybe 500,000. Okay, maybe 1 or 2 companies had 750. Okay, guess what we have today, not even 2 years later? $10 million of non-medical life insurance that's launching on March 1st. That's unheard of. So do you think there's change in our industry, right? And do you think that hopefully when this COVID gets better, vaccine is out, and the world starts to change for the better, do you think that the life insurance industry is going to go back to where it was, a year and a half, 2 years ago? No, they're going to keep moving forward. So it's either you're on the bus or you're off. And I'm here to tell you, if you're not on the bus, again, you got to look for a new career. And if you want to be on the bus, we have the tools and platforms to help you. That's the point of this webinar. And again, it's not about, oh, I'm selling you this miracle polish that's going to turn your gold into silver or, get all the stains out. No, most of this stuff is free. And if it's not free, you get a co-op discount through the third-party vendor, not because we make any money. I make money when you sell product. So if we don't help you sell product, we're driving a horse around New York City. So I get it, okay? It's about value add. It's what can you do for me, Bill, okay? And that's how you should look at it when you're out there recruiting or selling. How can you help your clients? Or how can you help the agents that report to you? That's simple, and you should be doing the same exact thing. I'm going to show you a perfect example of something I started 4 years ago. And what does it mean? Absolutely nothing, but it has grown our social media database. Okay, I'm going to show you that in a minute. I just jumped ahead a little bit there. Insure Me Now Direct. This was a dream of mine for 7, 8 years now. And again, you talk about change. I remember going to these insurance companies saying, hey, I want to build like an Amazon for insurance. And they said, Bill, you're crazy. We're never going to sell a product online where a consumer can quote, apply, and get approved without an agent face-to-face with the client. Never going to happen. Okay, guess what? Today, not only did it happen, but we have 5 carriers on the platform, and the max face amount is going to be $2 million. Okay, Q1 of 21. Okay, right now it's $500,000, but it's increasing just like the rest of the industry. And now those same carriers that I went to go visit to fly halfway around the country are now coming back to us saying, hey, we want to be on your platform, right? Because they didn't see this whole pandemic coming, okay? Now they want to be part of it. So isn't that crazy how everything turns like that? So anyway, you should be marketing this. It's free. There's no gray area, okay? So you get appointed with us, with the carrier. We set you up, okay? This isn't a referral fee where you just send us clients. You're the agent of record. You get the commissions on every policy that's sold. Okay, we have life products, health products, accident products. We have legacy armors built in. We have ReliaShield. Anything that's sold on here, you get paid. Okay, we can customize it if you only want certain contracts. If you want to use just Gerber guaranteed issue, right, or the grow up plan, no problem. Okay, you'll have just a Gerber button, and you can give your clients a $40,000 scholarship if they buy a Gerber grow-up plan, okay? Think about Grandma Susie, right, for her grandson or granddaughter, okay? She could, for a few bucks a month, she can purchase a whole life product for them, for their future, and they get a 1-year scholarship, no additional charge, just because they know Bill Levinson, right, the local life insurance agent, okay? That's huge. If you can't open the doors with a Gerber grow-up plan to seniors, then you're doing something wrong. You have to understand the way this stuff works. And all of our marketers can get you up to speed. It's very simple. Okay, I'm going to walk you through it real quick. Left screen, client picks the product type. The middle screen, they put in some basic information about themselves. The right screen shows them exactly what products are available in their state. They click, quote, apply, approved in 7 minutes or less. Done. Okay? And we're only making this bigger and better. And you talk about a good recruiting hook, by the way. Imagine all of the agents out there that would love to have their own platform set up for free, okay? And you will be the upline. So again, there's so many options. All right, let's keep moving forward here. All right, these custom marketing videos, okay? This is huge. These are already done for you, okay? We put a bunch of time in. Everything's approved. We have a recruiting video for Insure Me Now Direct, and then we have a consumer video. You can literally, by the time we're done, we'll make your own, right, with your picture, your logo, your phone number, and you can start marketing this on social media today. And if you get one person that says, oh my God, I didn't know you can do this, how do I apply? Well, here's my link, Susie, okay? Done. You just won. What did it cost you? Nothing. Zero. So again, I mean, I don't understand why anyone wouldn't want to get started. If you say, Bill, I want to recruit agents, okay? There's no secret. You know what we're doing? And this is Levinson and Associates talking. What we're doing right now, today, we're running Facebook ads in 2 states, okay? And this is to recruit agents, okay? Everybody knows we're a wholesaler. We don't sell, we wholesale. We're using 2 states right now with that video on the left side. You can pull it up right now, or no, don't do it now. Do it after. Go to Facebook and Show Me Now Direct, and you'll see our video. Look at how many likes and comments we have on our video. We recruit, think about this for a second, between 100 and 200 agents every month from that Facebook ad and video on the left side, okay? And guess what? If you tell me, Bill, tell me what 2 states you're doing, I'm going to pick another 2 states, use the same video with my picture, phone number, logo. Would you mind? No, not only wouldn't I mind, I'll make the video for you. Great, good luck, okay? I mean, it's literally that simple. Look at the right side, same exact concept for consumers. I would do the same thing, but that's to drive traffic back to your site so you can sell product, okay? That's the request form, right-hand side. All right, moving forward, we did the same exact thing for living benefits. This is a pre-approved video we put together, okay? You can use for consumers, the new life insurance that pays while you're still alive, okay? Again, we'll co-brand this, name, logo, phone number, email, all of your info, okay? It's not like you're driving traffic to Levinson, you're driving them back to your home base. If that's your website, your email, phone number, or all the above, it's already done. There's no charge. Why not? That's the way I look at it. Okay, let's move forward here. I get a little excited when it comes to this. All right, agency automator marketing updates. Now, this is a big one. This is that big database, okay, that you can tap into. So if you're going after agents or consumers, you click agent or consumer. You can decide if you want to use any custom blasts or emails from our marketing library. Great. You want to create your own? Great. Okay, you can send your message right from here. Just think of like a constant contact CRM tool built for insurance agents. You can track your opens and clicks. And then what I would do is anyone that opens it, in my eyes, that's a prospect because they showed interest. Get on the phone, email them. I would send them a mail or 2 with a letter. Why not? Do all 3. Okay, but again, opportunity is endless. You talk about Insure Me Now Direct. Bill, how do I drive traffic back to my site? You know, this is great, but I don't know how to get people, I don't know how to get eyeballs on my site. Okay, this is how you do it. You got to come out with a value add message, a value add prop, right? Get the attention, send them back to your website. And then you have a form or a little survey. And then obviously they put their phone number, email in, pick up the phone, introduce yourself, hopefully make a sale. Done. This is like the new face-to-face seminar, okay, if you want to think of it like that. Okay, let's move forward. All right, so obviously most of you are already writing with us and active. By the way, we have a record number of agents on this training, so I love to see that. And like I said, actually 2 or 3 agents requested this, so that's how the idea came up. If you, let's say, want to participate in scholarship or Insure Me Now Direct, and if you have a contract with another IMO but want to use our package, obviously you do have to be appointed under us, okay? And you say to yourself, oh, well, it's probably going to be 50% less than what I'm getting, right? There's got to be some gray area, some BS line here, right? No, it's the same commission that you're getting now, or most of the time we pay you more, plus you get free leads or cash for contracting with your first application. Okay, there's no gray area. That's it, black and white, simple. All right, let's move forward. So you talk about pivoting and changing. So real quick, and we're almost done here. We got a minute and a half left. So this was my January New Year's podcast episode with Pradeep, okay, top right-hand corner. So this man, this is what is amazing to me. I don't care who you are that's listening right now. This man is up 60% in premium, paid premium, over the last year and a half during and through a pandemic, okay? And here's what's crazy to me. Think about this for a minute. This man hasn't seen a client face-to-face for over 2 years. Top of his game, hasn't seen a client face-to-face or prospect for over 2 years. Everything over the phone or online or on a go-to webinar or Zoom call, just like what you're on right now. okay? And he is a multi-million-dollar producer. I promise you that. He's got a great story. We went on for an hour and a half, longest podcast ever. Okay, and then I have another, and I think he's on right now too. I have to check, but I have another top GA that's going to be on the February Bill Levinson Experience podcast. Two younger guys, okay, that are crushing it. Okay, different parts of the country. They've been doing the same online and over the phone sales thing for years. And then we're doing a part 2 on February's episode. So check that out as well. We'll include Pradeep's story in today's thank you email. Okay, future trainings, that's what's coming up next. Every day of the week we have a different training, by the way, but on the bottom there, if you look at the top 4 upcoming trainings, that's what me and Joe host live. Columbus Life has the only table 3 shape reduction program on a permanent product. We go over our no-cost CRM tool. We have our final expense sales platform with a 20% guarantee. We have a part 1 and part 2, but make sure you're on those. If you ever want to see what's coming up, just check out the Levinson training calendar on our website. You can register right from there. Last slide of the day, also our question of the day. And this is what I was talking about earlier. So about 3 years ago, I just did this. I wanted to prove to all of our agents, right, that we don't just go out and talk the talk, and we walk the walk. And I say, don't listen to what I say or what we say. Follow what we do, okay? Look at the action. This is a great example, okay? And if you think it's just talk, go to our Facebook page or Instagram or LinkedIn. This is Positive Tuesday. Today happens to be our Positive Tuesday. Every single Tuesday, I come up with a quote, like a positive, inspirational quote, and I put it out there. What does it mean? Absolutely nothing, okay? But here's what it does. It puts our name, Levinson and Associates, out there in front of all these agents and GAs over and over and over again. Okay, we started with 2 people that were following us. Today, we have thousands. Okay, so watch what we do. Don't listen to what we say. This was today's positive quote. Successful people have failed many more times than unsuccessful ones. Unsuccessful people have failed fewer times because they give up after the first few failures. Failure is part of success. Okay, try it. Prove the concept. It doesn't work, back to the drawing board. Try it again. Start small, okay, and little by little, keep your eye on the ball and things will turn. Okay, enough of my ranting. Question of the day. I spoke about our marketing playbook. How many platforms or tools are on the marketing playbook? I said it 2 or 3 times. How many platforms or tools are on the Levinson marketing playbook? Tell me the magic number, and you win. Joe, do we have a winner?
Not yet. I've got a lot of answers coming in. Let me keep looking here.
Okay, that it's how many platforms are on the marketing playbook that we offer to our agents that, again, you can offer to your agents. If you want to recruit, great. If you want to just prospect and sell on a retail level, great. Utilize all of these tools to help your business. How many tools are on the marketing playbook? I said it 2 or 3 times. I think Joe also said it once. What's the magic number?
Yep, we have a winner here. Frank R.
From?
Let me look it up here.
Okay, as he's looking that up, the magic number is 43 different tools, platforms that you can choose from. Most of this is 100% complimentary. Joe, Frank R. is from what state?
Nope, just waiting verification here. I don't see it in my system yet, so give me 1 second.
Okay. The winner was Frank R. I'll tell you what we'll do, Joe. We'll include it in the thank you email so everybody can see who the winner was. Congratulations, Frank R. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time. Sorry about the 4 minutes over and the 5-minute late start. Have a wonderful, positive Tuesday, a great week, great selling, and start trying some of these things out. Look at the message there in front of you, okay? Give it a shot. Take care, and thanks again.